guys, welcome back to my channel. So just doing a everyday glam look today. I'm just kidding, this is my first installment of Halloween makeup, and I thought, what was the trend last year? And I feel like Desi Perkins set the bar with that melted skull that she did, and this year, because of the film It, everyone has been doing the Pennywise clown. So I thought, why not combine together and do a melted Pennywise clown? I feel like this is for those of us that still want to be like a little bit glam but want to be scary as fuck too. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If I'm being completely honest, I don't use any face paints in this. I use all makeup, but if I could do it again I would use face paints. But then I was kind of looking at pictures of Pennywise and his makeup is a little bit cracked too, so I feel like I'm just gonna roll with it and pretend that that was the look I was like trying to go for. But if you like the look of this makeup look, then please give it a thumbs up and share with someone who loves to be glam but loves to be scary at the same time that you feel would enjoy this look. But without further ado, if you want to know how I got this look, then please keep watching.
Okay, we're going to start with the glam side of our face first. So I've already gone ahead and done my brows and primed my eyes. For this look, we are using the Morphe 350 palette and this orange shade here. Oh my god, guys, I think the palette came out today. If you haven't got the palette yet, 100% recommend that you do because this is gorgeous. And I'm sticking to the kind of red theme, and this palette is perfect for that. Speaking of which, I am taking the like bright red shade from the palette and just buffing it back and forth into my crease and making sure to blend it out with the previous brush. We are going to be doing like a cut crease look, so it's okay if you're a little bit messy on the lid because the more colour you apply, the kind of better the cut crease will look. So I'm now going in with this dark brown shade again just to build up the depth and the definition in the crease and kind of sticking towards all the same colours, and then finally finishing off with black to really deepen up the crease and create that kind of harsh cut crease effect, and then again blending out with my previous brushes. Then we are going to take a little bit of concealer that we're going to use on our face. This is just the Borjouis Healthy Mix one. I probably would recommend actually using one that was slightly thicker because this one almost blended in with the eyeshadows, as you can see. It wasn't so much of a problem because we are going in with the white eyeshadow on the top, but it just meant that the base wasn't like proper like clean to start with. But now I'm taking the BH Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil palette and this massive white eyeshadow, which is just perfect for this because we're going to need a lot of white, and it's a matte shade as well, and I'm just pressing that on top of where we put the concealer just to really mattify it, create a really clean base, and then going back in with the black eyeshadow. You could have used the black from the Take Me to Brazil or the Morphe one, either, it doesn't matter, just on a really small shader brush to further deepen up the crease and then just soften it out with a fluffy brush. Then we can take a wipe just to clean up the edge because we are going to be doing a wing, and you guys know this is my favorite technique to avoid any fallout or ruining any face makeup, always doing my eyes first. So I'm going to be using these two products today for eyeliner and lashes, and while the glue dries we can move on to the face. So for this, I'm going to be moisturizing my face using my L'Oreal Extraordinary Oil Moisturizer, just because we are going to be using quite a lot of like dry paints and makeup and stuff, so I do want to keep my skin super hydrated. And this is a really hydrating primer as well. This is from Stila. It is their one-step prime, and I'm just buffing that into my skin. I do let my skin just dry for a little bit before I go with this next product, which is the NYX Wonder Pencil. Essentially, it's just a nude colored pencil, and I'm going to use this to kind of draw all my lines on my face, so it's not going to be too difficult to cover up or anything. And now I'm just going to start by drawing the kind of melting effect. I was looking at kind of melted faces on Google for reference, and obviously, like I said at the beginning, this was inspired by Desi Perkins' melted skull, so just to get the shape and stuff, it's always good to look at a picture. For foundation, I'm going to take the Fenty Beauty foundation, and I did put it onto like a little dish because I am going to kind of be like painting it onto my skin to start with, just because that way I can kind of go into all these little gaps that like a big brush or a sponge wouldn't do. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just using a little concealer brush and applying the foundation into all the kind of drips and kind of going along all the lines, so I get a really smooth and clean cut edge, and above my brows as well, of course, because that's a really kind of clean cut edge too. But then I'm just going in with a damp beauty blender to kind of like fill in the center of my face. Then for concealer, like I used earlier, I'm taking the Borjouis Healthy Mix concealer. By the way, guys, I have left all the products that I'm using down below and all their shades in case you think you're the same as me and you want to know the shades that I'm using. But then I'm just going to go ahead and set everything in place with powder. This is the RCMA No Color Powder, which is essentially a no color powder. It's a translucent powder which is super finely milled, and I love it. And then I didn't want anything to be too glam. I did kind of want to just stick to like the contour, but I am wanting some sort of warmth. So I'm taking MAC Harmony Blusher as my contour just to really kind of narrow down my cheekbones and hollow them out, but also taking it up onto my forehead as well. And because it is a clown, I did kind of want to stick with like the white theme. So what perfect product to use than the Nikkie Tutorials and Ofra highlighter in Glazed Donut, because this side of the face is supposed to be quite glam, and this highlighter really does make you glow to the gods and make you look super glam. But now I've done the face, I can finish off the eyes, so I'm taking that red shade on a big fluffy brush and then pressing this dark brown right into my lash line just to finish off the look. So that is that side of the face done, and now we can move on to the clown side. First of all, I'm going to put these contacts in. I do recommend yellow because that is the one that Pennywise has yellow eyes, and I've left the link to these down below. I'm then going over the lines that I did with the NYX pencil, just with a white one, because we are going to be painting our whole face white, so this just makes it a lot easier. And to help block out my brows, I'm just taking the Too Faced glitter glue and then pressing my RCMA no color powder on the top. This just helps get rid of the texture that your hairs give, although you are kind of meant to use a Pritt stick, but I did not do that. Anyways, but now I'm going to move on to kind of drawing the rest of the features onto the face. So I was looking at a picture of Pennywise on Google for reference, so I just drew on the nose, his big smile, extending my bottom lip drastically, drawing the lines connecting up to my eyes and also making my top lip appear a bit smaller, and also drawing on his big goofy teeth. And now to fill in my face white, this is one of like a gel paint from Makeup Forever. I do recommend probably using like a white face paint because it's a lot easier to get off, because believe me, this was a pain in the arse to take off, but it was super pigmented, and you basically just want anything white that's gonna be super bright on your face. Then I just went ahead and set everything with that RCMA no color powder again, and for the red I used the NYX Vivid Brights color in the shade Bad Blood. Pretty appropriate for a Halloween look, but I'm just filling in all the places that were red, so essentially his smile and extending obviously my bottom lip and the connection up to the eye. Then I'm taking this black eyeshadow for our eyes. I'm literally just packing this on with a big fluffy brush. I didn't even use a base because the messier it is, the scarier it looks, and as you can see, that literally took 2 seconds. Now I'm taking a black pencil for my waterline. This is MAC Feline. It's literally just a MAC black pencil, and I also used this to draw on his super thin brows that look like the brows everyone used to have back in the day. Now I'm going to fill in my nose again with the same NYX Vivid Brights red paint thingy-mabob, and I'm also filling in just half my nose because one half has melted off, or it is kind of more the normal one. And then I'm also using that red to draw the kind of, you know, we just drew that connection going up to the eye. This is kind of it extending upwards, so as you can see it just goes up, and I did do it past the melted just for like a little added effect, but that's essentially all we're doing here. Now onto the teeth, I'm just again taking that white and just filling in his 2 big teeth and then 2 little teeth underneath, and then filling in the kind of gaps in his teeth, if that makes sense, with the Tarte Tarteist eyeliner that we were using before, just to kind of block it out and give the appearance of like a deeper mouth, because obviously my teeth aren't really there, they're on my lips, so we want to make it look as real as possible. And then it's totally up to you what you do. I decided to add a bit of shading using a matte brown eyeshadow, and then went in with a little bit of black to kind of create the appearance of fuller, more smiley cheeks, and then shaded it out. But essentially that is it, and to me I thought that was pretty easy.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Leave me some comments down below of future videos that you want to see, whether it be regular makeup looks or just Halloween looks that you want to see in the next coming weeks. Definitely make sure to share this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe before you leave. But until then, I will see you soon. Bye guys!